A lot of people have already commented about the size of the crowd and how many people here across many generations, and it's not surprising that we have faculty and staff, alumni, current and former students, and many, many friends. It's really hard to overstate Al's record of achievement, both at Anderson and in the wider community. It's really incredibly impressive. Before I list many of his accomplishments, let me speak for a moment about Al's broader influence and the legacy he has created here. In the 50 years, that's right, 50 years since Al joined Anderson in July of 1972, he has become almost synonymous with UCLA and with the Anderson School. Al knows and is known by just about everyone, it seems, and he's an integral and beloved part of the school. He's mentored or influenced or taught or challenged or inspired. Often all of the above, so many of us, maybe every person here. And he continues to do so. Poets and Quants in a 2017 story described Al as a bit of an institution, if not a legend at UCLA. In reality, he's both institution and legend, which is why it's so hard for many of us to think about him actually retiring. But Al, you've certainly earned it. We're thrilled for you and your family, especially your grandchildren, and I think we have one here, which is great. Hey, Alex. Hi, Eva. By the way, I don't know if you know, Alex and Eva had their second child. Al became a grandfather again just recently, and we're so thrilled for all of them. So let me say a few things about his many accomplishments. Al is a professor of global economics, management, and entrepreneurship at UCLA Anderson, and he served as faculty director of the Price Center for Entrepreneurship and Innovation for 35 years. He's been an assistant dean, associate dean of the MBA programs, senior associate dean of external affairs, and served as interim dean of UCLA Anderson. And through his wonderfully long tenure, Al has been a catalyst for innovation at Anderson. In addition to launching the Price Center, he started the corporate governance program, Anderson's early social impact efforts, and a minor in entrepreneurship, which has benefited thousands of our undergraduate students. And he championed and helped launch the very successful Venture Accelerator at Anderson. Along the way, he helped turn the school into something of an entrepreneurial epicenter, reminding us all, as he reminds his students, that in any enterprise, whether that's a new venture or Anderson itself, it's always important to think in an entrepreneurial and creative way. Al has also helped catalyze a whole variety of social entrepreneurship and social impact programs at Anderson, from our long-running program for Head Start managers and leaders to the Community Health Improvement Project. All are incredibly meaningful and impactful programs. And let me say, recently we've gone through an extensive strategic planning exercise at Anderson, and one of our leading priorities is to elevate our public mission as part of the #1 public university in the country. Well, Al's been doing that for 50 years, and we'd all like to follow in Al's footsteps and do more of what Al has been doing for really a generation of students. Al is also an active participant in the business community, where he served on numerous corporate boards, both public and private, from Times Mirror to Kaiser Aluminum, Wedbush, and many others. And he served on many nonprofit boards, including Fidelity Charitable, which he led for 5 years, the Geffen Academy, Harvard Westlake School, and the Los Angeles Police Memorial Foundation. We know that he helped and made a meaningful impact on each of these institutions. At Anderson, through his teaching, his leadership, and his example, Al has helped influence and inspire generations of students to become strong, authentic, and ethical leaders, and to be as empathetic as they are fearless. Al, thank you for all you've done for our students, our alumni, our school, and our community. And I'll say, on a very personal note, one of the things I learned a lot as dean, particularly in my first year as dean, when I met many alumni that I'd not met before, Al had this very deep personal relationship with so many of our students from the time they were here throughout their lives. And I'll say that in my own career here, which has now spanned 28 years as a faculty member, starting as an assistant professor all the way through dean, Al has played the same role in my life, promoting my research, through Price Center grants when I was an assistant professor, always being a wonderful friend and colleague, supporting me as department chair, which I served in 2006, 2009, and now as dean, where I call on Al often, perhaps too often for his liking, and early, because he likes to wake up early, and I'm an early person myself, and so I really appreciate that. But Al's been with me the whole way, like he's been for many of you, and I know we're all deeply grateful for that. Thank you, Al.